Howdy folks, welcome to the info dump for the 8th of August. I'm Video James, bringing you the gaming news. First up, Elder Scrolls Legends is now out of closed beta and has become free to play as of me currently talking. If you're not familiar with Legends, it's basically Hearthstone skinned over with the Elder Scrolls mythos. It's an online digital card game in which you duel against either enemy AIs or other people online. Thankfully, Legends plays marginally different to Hearthstone, and with the addition of lane combat and different game modes, it at least holds its own against the Blizzard digital card dueler. Currently, the game is in open beta and is completely free to pick up and play, but of course, similar to other games in this field, you can use microtransactions to basically pick up the harder hitting cards. We can expect that the game will release free to play, though not sure when, and using its namesake alone will find itself a cozy little fanbase to keep it going. You can actually play it right now for free. Go on, give it a shot, try it out, tell me how it is. Recently, a gameplay trailer dropped for a new entry in the Quake series, Quake Champions. At QuakeCon 2016, they showcased the PC exclusive game alongside a cast of different character classes and levels. The trailer touted its dark Lovecraftian world, its fast-paced vertical gameplay, and its beautiful Unreal Engine 4 graphical features. When the teaser for Championships was dropped way back in E3 2016, it basically seemed like Bethesda's attempt at creating their own hero shooter. But just with the good name of the Quake franchise to keep it going. But after seeing the trailer, it seems that this game will primarily be a HD callback to the Quake shooters of old, with all the bloody giblets and rocket jumping fans have come to love and expect from the series. In terms of anything new for the game, it seems besides picking character classes, not that much has been altered from the Quake shooter formula. And in a time where this style of game hasn't thrived since the early 2000s, it's good to see them bringing back the arena shooter. Quake Championships won't release till sometime 2017, but I myself am quite antsy to get my hands on a copy of the game. I'm a big fan of the series and have fond memories of sneaking into the library and playing this with my mates, so blood and gore. Hell yeah. You may remember that a game title dropped a few weeks before the hero shooter behemoth that was Blizzard's Overwatch. In May, Gearbox dropped Battleborn on PC, PS4 and Xbox One to pretty much solid reviews and decent sales. However, sales dropped very fast once Overwatch launched and basically left Battleborn a blip on the map, compared to the massive success Overwatch became. Ever since then, the Gearbox hero shooter has been considered a flop and currently has a less than flattering player base, despite arguably having more characters and way more content than its competition. During a financial call, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, Strauss Zelnick, stated that the company isn't giving up on the game and that there's still potential for Battleborn to grow its audience and attract players due to its unique experience. You may be familiar with another one of their properties, Evolve, which launched back in 2015 and basically fell fast and hard straight off the map, similar to Battleborn. Thankfully, the cat and mouse team shooter made a player-based comeback this year with complete overhaul update for Evolve called Evolve Stage 2, which completely changed the pace and feel of the game and greatly bolstered the fledgling few who actually stuck around. Through this, Zelnick believes that their sales for Battleborn may have a turnaround due to the very uniqueness that the game has to, say, Overwatch or Paladins. Well folks, that's me with the gaming news. If anything has sparked your interest, then leave a comment and maybe even a like, or a subscription. Now on to Ethan with tech.
Cheers CJ. Hello ladies, gentlemen and other. First up, a new world's first trampoline has been developed by Spring Free Trampoline Australia, which has an interactive gaming system installed into it, and its name is Tagoma. Managing Director Spring Free Trampoline Australia, Mrs. Lean Fretwell, said it's really about getting the kids outdoors and active again, and keeping them interested for long periods of time. So what is it exactly I can hear you saying? Basically, there's 4 sensors on a map. The sensors send feedback on every jump to the user's tablet by Bluetooth, on Android or iOS. So instead of the kids sitting down all day in front of a screen, they can play their games on a trampoline, which require physical movement and cognitive thinking. It is both good physically and mentally. Plus, this way they can get a bit of that vitamin D in them. The Tagoma gaming system is still being improved, with currently 9 signature apps at the moment. Mrs. Fretwell said, that's constantly growing. They include everything from young children games that look exciting with colours and noises, and then you got the ones focused on math, and then of course the more game-based setups, which involve chasing or jumping onto something to get points. From Gaming Trampoline, next, avocado time machine. I apologise. That was horrible. Anyway, does anyone know the struggle of avocados going brown? Well, a Queensland company figured out how to switch off the enzyme responsible for the fruit's browning by using pressure fluctuations generated by steam. No chemicals or changes to the flavour, completely safe. The company believes it could revolutionise the global processed avocado market. The retro-looking avocado time machine can process up to 500 kilograms of avocado an hour. Agricultural engineer Jeff Hastings said this company technology offers enormous potential to add value to avocados that could be used by fast food restaurants and companies. Mr. Hastings said, anything that's cut, the browning process starts within a few hours, and you've got yourself a brown avocado, which you can't eat. We make a claim of 10 days shelf life after you've opened the bag, so you can leave them in the fridge and keep eating them for 10 days, but they will last longer than that. This may be the start of new food preserving technology. That's all we have this week for tech news. Now to Davis with the entertainment news.
G'day guys and gals, Davis here with the entertainment news. Suicide Squad has finally been released to the public, and much to our dismay, the reviews don't seem too fantastic. Critics everywhere seem to not care too much for the movie. Which, okay, critics will be critics, but the actors of the film see it very differently. The critics have been absolutely horrific, they're really, really horrible, said Cara Delevingne. You know, I just don't think they like superhero movies. It doesn't really matter what the critics say at the end of the day, it's the fans that we made this movie for. Margot Robbie, who has been getting positive notices for her portrayal as Harley Quinn in the movie, echoes the sentiment about Suicide Squad not being a film meant for critics. At the end of the day, critical acclaim is really nice, but we made it for the fans, she says. Director David Ayer agrees. I made the movie for real people who live in the real world. I made the movie for people who actually love movies and go to see movies. The movie's a lot of fun and the fans are really going to enjoy this, he said. Obviously, everyone's taste is different, and even if you're not a fan of DC, there's a ton of redeeming qualities to the movie that many people will love. I've said it right from the start that Margot Robbie is the perfect casting choice for Harley Quinn, and I was right. She completely steals the movie. But what really matters at the end of the day is what the fans think. Like Margot Robbie says, if the fans like it, then we did our job. Next up making news, Transformers 5 has been confirmed. Here we go again. That's right, it looks like Michael Bay is just reeling us in yet again. The track record for the previous movies ain't all that great, as we all know. But wait guys, this time we added a new fan favorite Autobot to the roster. Oh, yeah, that's the selling point for every Transformers movie. This time, the calm, cool, and collected robot Hot Rod is joining the crew. That's it. That's the only selling point for the movie so far. In the words of Bo Burnham, we'll stop beating this dead horse when it stops spitting out money. There's really not much else to say except explosions, mass death, and pollution is what you can expect from the movie. If you're a die-hard Transformers fan, then I hope you enjoy it, but as for me, I don't think so. Transformers 5 is in theaters June 23rd, 2017. And lastly today, The Walking Dead. If you're a fan of the show and you're up to date, then you probably know the controversy of Season 6. If you don't, well, this is your only spoiler warning. I'll give you a moment. Done? Good. So the Season 6 cliffhanger had a lot of fans pretty pissed off about the whole situation. And for fair reason. Usually at the end of every season, the show kills somebody off, but this time the show took things a little differently. Instead of seeing one of our beloved characters die, we instead got the spectacular performance by Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, ending in an unknown character getting their head smashed in. Fans were outraged, to say the least. Robert Kirkman, director of the show, said, I think as a creative person, I have to acknowledge that all responses are valid, so I definitely have to take note that there's a seemingly significant portion of the audience that wasn't happy with that direction. So in that respect, I think everyone on the Walking Dead creative team has taken note of that, and I don't know that I would expect a similar cliffhanger at the end of Season 7. This is pretty good news for fans that didn't like the cliffhanger, but for those who did, like me, it means that there won't be any more surprises similar to the cliffhanger. Obviously, I have the unpopular opinion. But, I mean, isn't a cliffhanger supposed to keep people talking about it, keep people wondering, keep them interested? If so, regardless of the negative feedback, that's exactly what the cliffhanger did, so I guess it worked out.
Only reason I didn't mind the cliffhanger was because now I have something to look forward to, and I like it when a show does that, especially if it's a show that I really like. And at the end of the day, we can't really bash the show that we love just because it tried something new. It's still The Walking Dead, it's still going to come back, you're still going to see plenty of people getting murdered. Relax, calm down, it's fine. So that's all the time we have for now, everyone. What are your thoughts on the topics we've discussed? Please leave them down there in the comments below because we love reading your feedback. From all of us here at Awesome Productions, stay awesome.